Bosteels Tripel Karmeliet.
And remember, life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. Tonight I've got one that I've actually tried to review. I think it's 3 times now. This is the 3rd time, so I'm hoping this is going to be lucky. But the first 2 other times I tried to review this, I don't know what happened to the videos, but they just wouldn't format. And the other one I think I deleted by accident. So I've had to drink this a 3rd time. Which, to be fair, is not a bad thing. Tripel Karmeliet, not sure whether you've heard of it. Really good Belgian beer. It's won a hell of a lot of awards. Voted the best beer in the world at one point. Now you can, everything's subjective and all that. But as I say, I've tried this before, and it's absolutely amazing stuff. And it's brewed by the Bosteels Brewery, who also do the Quack stuff, the Belgian Quack beer. I reviewed it a while back. Great stuff, and this is no exception. This is really good. The last time I tried to review it, I think it was in November. It was one of the first ones I tried to review since I started doing the reviewing on YouTube, and it's always ended up going pear-shaped. But this is one of them ones that it has to be reviewed. If you know your beer, you've heard of this one. And even I've met blokes from Belgium who really aren't into their beer, but they know this one as well, and they absolutely love it. There is the label. A great colour label there, very detailed. There is the back. Very nice. And there is the cap. Get that in focus. There you go. Get it round the right way. It might help. There you go. Now this is a triple, and triples are normally lighter in colour. The doubles are darker. As I say, this is a lighter one, and it's got lots of spice. It's got lots of yeasty goodness, like banana, clove, etc. Everything you'd expect from a decent Belgian beer. Right, it's a 330ml bottle. It is, what is it? I should know this because I drank it often enough. It's 8.4%, so you've got to treat this with a bit of respect. Tripel Karmeliet, everything's in Flemish, and to be honest, I've had a few tonight, so I'm not going to try and translate it. I'm going to see what is going on in the bowl. Moment of collection. Right, on the nose, out of the bowl. Wow. And it's just as I remember. The first thing that hits me big in the face is white pepper. That is the dominant flavour, or the dominant aroma that I'm getting is white pepper, if you can imagine that. And there's a touch of fruit on top of that, but it's spice, ginger, white pepper, peach fruit. But let's get it in the glass and see what's going on. Now really this should be drunk out of a tulip glass, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put it into one of these because this is what happens. Because it's very lively, and I want to get all that goodness into the one glass at the same time. Look at the carbonation on that. It's amazing. And that frothy white, 2-finger white head on the nose out the glass, what we getting? Oh, more the same. But it's a lot cleaner now. I'll get a bit more malt on that. Nice biscuit malt, but the spice is the dominant thing in this. Quite fruity now as well, coming out of the glass. But it's just a spice fest, basically. Let's see what's going on in the glass. I remember the first time I drank this, and I just could not work out what the flavours were. It was just so complex. And this is cold. The first time I drank it, it was warm. This is now cold, and it's just as complex. There's a lot of spice on this. The spice is the dominant thing. There's some clove and some banana. A clove you'd class as a spice, but there's, you know, white pepper, oregano maybe. What else are you getting? There's a little hint of banana as well. This is all coming from the yeast, because the yeast is what makes this. And I'm getting like a creaminess to it as well. It's honestly, it's so complex. Banana, clove, white pepper, some zest, orange or lemon zest, one of the two. Aftertaste, malt, biscuit malt with more spice, ginger and sort of nutmeg, with a hint of white pepper. Honestly, with every mouthful you're getting so many different flavours. I'll tell you what there isn't. There's no spirit alcohol, which is really good. The yeasts are really dominant in this, and as I say, this is bottle conditioned. And I can't see what the date is on this. I don't know where it is. Where is the date? Yeah. Can't see the date. But I would imagine, oh, here we go. Yeah. 23rd of the 12th, 21. So that is, what, 18 months away, something like that. Just under 18 months. If you got this nearer its sell-by date, I would imagine you'd be getting something a lot stronger. Maybe more spirit alcohol in this. I'm not getting much spirit alcohol in this at all. And for an 8.4% beer, you'd think you would, but I'm not getting that. It's just so complex. Honestly, it's just like you've got a bombardment of flavours, but the overall dominating flavour. And I'm gulping this down. I really shouldn't be gulping this down. This is one to be savoured. As I say, this is half a pint. It's 330ml, so you ain't going to want much more on it at 8.4%. It's going to get, to be honest, as nice as it is, I couldn't drink too much of this. I certainly couldn't drink it all night. It's one of them ones where you just need to sit and savour rather than just fucking go for it, you know what I mean? So what's the verdict? Well, this is a fantastic beer. It really is. It's so complex. You really need to be not on a session. If you drank this in between a load of other beers, you know, you'd miss all the subtleties from it. You know, you open this up when you've not had a beer and just savour all them flavours because it's so complex. It's amazing. And to be honest, if you're not a fan of if you're not a fan of spicy Belgian beer, you ain't gonna like this, because this is full. It's probably one of the spiciest beers. Well, maybe the Korsendonk was a bit spicier, but this is really spicy in a good way. I would give this, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. Reason I wouldn't give it more, I could only drink one of these, possibly two, and I'd be a bit, you know, this is a bit too much. And it's 8.4 as well, so you don't want to fucking go on a session with them. You know, 3 or 4 of them, you'd be a bit worse for wear. But if you had to go out one day and you're trying to do the, you know, the civilised thing, and you're in Belgium and these are on sale, get one of these, and this will, you know, you just sit there and sip it. This will set you right up. So I'm going to give this, I'm not going to give it 8.4, I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10. And I'm going to recommend it because you have to try it. It is an amazing Belgian triple. It's lovely. And as I always say, beer is working class champagne.